Welcome to EDU World Space.
The proportion of the jury that's from a minority race can be found by dividing the number of minority jurors by the total number of jurors. So we know that 2 of the 14 jurors are minorities. So the proportion of minority jurors is 2 out of the 14, or 1 out of 7. And this asks for 2 decimal places. And so let's call it 0.14. For part B, to calculate the probability that 2 or fewer jurors will be minorities, we can use the binomial distribution formula. So the probability that it's less than or equal to 2 would be equal to, 14 choose 0 times the probability of success when none is successful, and the probability of failure all 14 times, plus how many ways can we choose one juror that's a minority when 46% are and 54 are not, so that'd be 13, plus 14 choose 2, and 54% fail. To 4 decimal places, you could also use a binomial distribution calculator, or like even with decimals, there's a binomial distribution. If you go to functions and scroll down to binomial, and there are, in this case, 14 trials, and we know that the probability of success is 4.46. And if you were to click on CDF, then you can say from 0 to 2. And it should be the same thing as the calculation as a whole. We get 0.0142 to 4 decimal places. So what might the lawyer of a defendant from this minority race argue? That the jury selection process was biased against minorities, given that the proportion of minority jurors on the jury is lower than the proportion of the minorities in the population. So I would go with choice B there.